Welcome back to Space Object Show Monthly Episode Critique February. With a new month comes new space shows, as well as some of my own work. Not much to say this time, so without further ado, let's begin. Okay, for starters, the graphics and animation are about the same as last episode, which isn't an issue as they were pretty good back then. Writing is definitely a step up from the last episode. However, I still have a few critiques. One thing is that I felt the comments about Miranda were a bit offensive. I get that it's a cartoon, but being repeatedly called ugly by everyone does not sound fun. Also, I think the Uranus jokes kinda got old over time. Other than that, writing was pretty good. Audio has a similar issue to Fitz, where some of the voices are too quiet, and you can't really hear them on your first take. But I feel I've already been a little too harsh on that aspect, and it doesn't take too much away from the show. And with that, onto the scores. Writing gets a 7 out of 10, design a 9 out of 10, animation and audio also get a 7 out of 10, for a total of 30 out of 40. Now on to the next show. Okay, so I think it would be unfair of me to review my own show. So I'm going to get someone else to do it for me. You know them, you love them, it's Heka!
Well, there's a lot to unpack here. First, let's talk about the animation of the episode. Ren is a great animator, and she really delivered on this one. I do think there were some scenes that needed like a little bit of work, like the scene where Ren walked away to get a yacht. But overall, the animation's not bad. The design was also good, the backgrounds were up to T, and the assets, especially the ones of the friend group, are exceptionally made. The writing though, Ren has always been a good writer, but even she outdid herself in this episode. I love the Florida plum juice beef, and it'll be interesting if they both don't get voted off. One thing about the writing that I have a slight problem with, however, is that the Ren and Arkansas situation wasn't utilized more in the episode. Now, this may be a little bit nitpicked since this is the first episode, so I'll give Ren some slack. Onto the audio. Ren does a good job with voices considering she, along with her mom sometimes, are the only voice actors doing the heavy lifting. But sometimes you'll get those audio segments where it sounds like Ren is too close to the mic and you'll get those like whooshing sounds like they're really common with P and B words. Other than that though, audio was decent. Also, I love how Ren is adding lore to some of these characters, semi-based on our friend group, as well as adding some of their special abilities that we gave ourselves, like how Heka has magical powers. Overall, this is not a joke show smiley face, it's a show you should definitely go watch. And watch episode 1, and I cannot wait for the second episode. Okay, my time is up. See y'all, and back to you, Ren.
This episode was interesting. The writing was really good. I loved the reveal at the end with Mercury, and Puck made me audibly laugh multiple times, so thanks for that. I don't know if it's good as episode 5, as it didn't feel like as much happened. As I mentioned before, I don't really know if I like the blur design on terrestrials, but I know Ani likes that style, so I won't judge. Plus, the background is pretty good. Audio's alright. I know I crapped on it in the past, but I've kind of stopped caring about it, as long as most of the characters whose voices are quiet don't take away from the story. For example, if someone like Neptune or Mimes had a quiet voice, then I might deduct points on it, since they are important to the story, but if someone like Orcus has quiet lines, who cares? No one gives a crap about Orcus. Animation was really good, no flaws there. One thing I will point out, however, is that the scene with the little diagram of Oberon explaining the relations between the planets was really cute. Anyways, on to the scores. Writing an 8 out of 10, design a 7 out of 10, animation a 10 out of 10, and audio a 7 out of 10 for a total of 32 out of 40. Now, last show. Okay, I'm joking, I'm not doing this. I'm just adding this here as a reminder that I will not be rating joke shows on this series, as there is no point in me rating them due to them being intentionally bad. If you do want my honest opinions, writing was funny at times, animation sucks, although that was intentional, the designs are just PNGs of Ani's old characters, and voice acting was okay. I won't be giving scores though, as there is no point. And that wraps up this month. Thank you all for enjoying this episode. Special thanks for Heka to coming on to help me. And I will see you next time.